Welcome to another Playback with Roll for Crit. Today we're going to take a look at Dixit.
In this colorful guessing game, we'll be choosing cards from our hands and giving each other clues as to what the pictures on those cards contains. Our clues could be anything we want, a word, a phrase, or even just a sound, but it can be difficult because of the weird abstract artwork that's on these cards.
Let's see if we can predict what our opponents are thinking.
Probably, maybe.
I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this is Roll for Crit Playback. So we're gathered around to play Dixit. I will begin the starting hand, and I will be giving you guys a clue of which you will try to guess which card is mine.
Okay.
So my first clue, I'm going to start off. They're always stupid ones, but I'm going to go with an even stupider one.
Is that the clue?
But maybe people at home will be enjoying it. My first clue is rattle battle, grab the loot. Alright, so here's what we got for Rattle Battle, Grab the Loot. 1, 2, 3, and there's 4. I'm not voting, only you guys are.
Can you say your clue again?
Rattle Battle, Grab the Loot.
Is that from something?
I'll explain when we're done.
Okay.
Alright, what do we got? Flip. Oh, interesting. It was 4.
All right.
Rattle Battle Grab the Loot is a board game that's not out yet that has pirates in it. It was
unfair advantage.
Yeah, I was incredibly geared towards Will. I don't even know what your thought process was there, Matt.
Literally, I looked at the pirate and I was like, I can see him rattling. I can see him doing
He's a rattler.
It's a pirate. Y'all got any castles?
Got any weird abstract art?
Oh, what do you know? I do!
I would love to have all of these as paintings in my house.
Well, you're in luck.
The artwork's nice.
All of them? Wow.
All right. My clue is coyote.
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 Ooh. I might have some good ones for this.
I hope you do.
Coyote. Coyote.
So how literal do we think Willie was?
There could be like someone named Coyote, or I'm going with my gut.
Oh, with a literal answer.
Well, what do we got?
No one got it.
Well, was this one?
Nope.
What?
This is number
All right,
2.
Explain.
Yes.
Wile E. Coyote, how he always, just paint the tunnel walls and stuff. So this looks like a painted,
Okay. Well,
So I think we all get 2 points though.
I'm hoping this one's not too obvious, but we'll see what happens.
hope it is.
The clue's paranoid.
Paranoid. I don't think that would be too obvious because a lot of these cards apply themselves to something like that.
So we've got contestant number 1, contestant number 2, contestant number 3, and we don't really care about the 4th.
Rude. Paranoid. Paranoid.
A pair of nuts?
I'm going with my gut again.
I'm gonna go with Jonathan's gut too.
As if
so
there's
just
like
show me
a-
yours so I can just make sure.
Alright, flip.
Oh.
Oh, Ivan's the only one who got it.
Ah.
23. I thought that was a good.
No, it was choosing between that. I just thought.
For me, it was those.
All right, hold on. So you both get 3 points.
Homework.
Is that part of the clue too?
No.
No gesturing. I think that's where they draw the line. Homework.
Mine literally just has homework written.
Shuffle
on
them
it.
up and then just
It's just a blank index card, just written homework. It's not even like a Dixit card. It's just.
Put your votes in, ladies and gentlemen. Put your votes in. It's number 1, number 2, number 3, or number 4.
Thanks.
Or it's 6.
Thanks a lot. All right, I see. There's a couple ones I like here. One is. I don't really want to say my thought process. That's the tough part about this game.
Yeah, you want to talk.
One of them is more specific to something, and one is more or less specific to that.
one of
thing.
them has a picture, and the other one has a different picture.
All right, I'm going with my gut here.
Okay.
We love going with our guts.
Well, my gut's been wrong so far, so we probably shouldn't.
Yeah, I'm thinking
you should go on a diet.
the one that I think it is. It seems more like something someone else would play to make them think that's what it is.
What?
Boom!
Wow.
Wow. Was it 3?
Yep.
All right. So I thought film because
I was debating between those.
film student, but I bet that was you.
Yeah.
That was yeah. And that was mine. I thought
Not happy about that.
No, you aren't.
I like this one too.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty good.
I was
actually
debating
surprised.
between these two.
One of the reasons I really like this game is it sort of reminds me of the video game Little Big Planet. Not just because it's colorful and, like, not just the same gray tones or something. Mm-hmm. It's a game I've been able to take out to people who, don't really play board games or video games. And they just get into it. Like, they just find... They're just having fun. They're not thinking about scores or It's definitely a great introduction for new players and family members. It sits in that same group, I think, as we were talking about, Pictionary, something... Apples to Apples concept, which we did a video for before. It's very easy for people to pick up. There's not a lot of rules at all. It's super simple to learn. Most of what you need to know is written right on the board while you're playing the game itself. But one of the things I think it does well, when Apples to Apples, I mean, while it's nice to have all things so you can do like, what's silly, Godzilla, or, Right. You're never like, in the hand like, I have no idea who these people are. Or like, how is the 1950s funny? Like, right. Or same thing with something like Cards Against Humanity. There's much more freedom in this. So you're never constrained by what you have. It's really opens up in any way you can interpret it. Yeah, as you watch it playback, you'll notice the cards. I mean, the artwork is just everywhere. And that's also a big draw. Like, I think you even said during the playback, but like a lot of these things, you're like, I want a poster of them. Yeah. No, every time we play, I don't think they sell prints of this game, but I'm sure they could make a killing off of it. Yeah. I was actually thinking though, because you know how in this game you hold your card, you're like, okay, I'll say this is like love at first sight, for your clue or whatever. Uh-huh. I want to know how they did the drawings. They're like, okay, I want you to draw love at first sight, like it's the reverse, and they're like, that's true. I would be fascinated just to see the process, because maybe I'm wrong. Were they literally just like, give me 30 drawings. Yeah, like it's just this artist just does all this stuff, and that's just what they have. They like, all right, here's a random word generator: light bulb, manatee, cow. Right. All right, that's your first drawing. I mean, the obvious joke that everybody makes is involving drugs. I'm sure. Oh, how high they were when they made these cards. Well, some of them maybe, but but I mean, they really are just even alone. It's just worth looking through, even if you're not going to play the game. Yeah, and speaking of which, another thing that's really nice about Dixit. Come on back. While we were using one expansion, which we will talk a little bit later about the expansions, here's all all that I have. Careful now. Yes, I'm being be gentle. Very gentle. I'm sensitive. You scare easily. I'm skittish. Like with all these cards alone. Yeah. It's a lot. You're probably going to have mostly new cards, assuming you're decent at shuffling. And I think you said you have one expansion mixed in here? Only one that I can really think of, unless someone got one. You're probably right. I just trust you. I only remember getting one. But yeah, even without any expansions, there are a few. Like you said, there's a lot of variety. You don't need to worry. And not only that, but even when you get the same card twice, there's always a different spin you can put on it, or if you're playing with a different group of people, you play to their different clues. Needs. Like I know there's one clue you could use depending on. It also depends who you're playing with, obviously. Sure. Yeah. Like I know one card I used a while back, not in this game. My clue was One Night at Bangkok, because it was people playing chess as a man and woman, and the music video is about that because it's all about big chess tournament in Bangkok. No one really knew what it was, but I really liked the song, and I was just like, you know what? I'm going to use that for the clue. And obviously, you can come up with plenty of other things for that. Right. Yeah. There's no One Night in Bangkok card in this. No, it doesn't literally say One Night in Bangkok. And that's what's great is it's almost like a little bit of a psychoanalysis test just to see like when everybody looks at a certain card, everybody thinks of something different. No, and that also is great is you can do it with all ages and each one it works perfectly. Oh, that's true. You play with a little kid, he's going to see the card completely different, which can be hilarious then. So his clue could be like, and it's like, well, it was that card. Why not? It looks like an elephant. Like he sees like an elephant in the cloud or something, like somewhere you never look. That would be awesome. Like this is a great game if you have kids. And then on the opposite spectrum, it's a great game to play with adults who are drunk and having a good time. Oh my, yes. It really fits all audiences. It's awesome in that way. And even language barriers too, because there's no words on the
Literally, no,
cards.
they're-
Literally, so
the only words of the instruction. So
you could break down. You could stop wars with this game.
this will end all wars.
All right. My clue is
Can I see?
Mr. Furley.
Who the hell is Mr. Furley?
The clue is Mr. Furley. There's a very good chance I'm hurting myself right now.
Or catering towards something.
It depends. It's not obvious. It's a subtle one. It's such.
It bothers you because you know, like, crap.
It's
so
either
what are
gonna. I don't know. He might be totally wrong though. It's a very. It's not like a instantly you know it. It's a stupid joke by me. I gambled and I failed.
What was it?
Nope. It was number 1 because Mr. Furley was played by Don Knotts.
Ah, see, I
Why'd you
didn't, because that's what Body Movie does. Ah!
I put that
Who
in.
is
I
he?
put it in the card.
From the show
Three's
Three's
Company.
Company.
Okay.
Don Knotts, y'all.
My clue, because I'm going to do this completely unfair,
Can't wait.
is it Tachi?
Can you spell that at least?
Matt, can you spell for me?
Itachi.
These are the worst.
Yeah.
I don't care if it's obscure, just don't make it anime, please. I just love some of these cards.
No, that's, like you said, we want posters of these. They're just hilarious.
You should sell posters.
Jeez.
Yeah, it was 4.
Okay, I can see it potentially
man.
being that. At first I thought that, but then I saw the raven. I was like, it had to be.
I
You would
wanted it
always
to be
pick
4.
Raven.
What? Okay, what the hell is it? Some anime.
Naruto, he uses Raven. So you get a total of 4 points.
Banning Naruto references.
Alright. Clue is nursery rhyme.
Nursery rhyme. That's a pretty good one.
See, you can make clues without pandering to a specific person.
I have no shame.
We will follow your example from now on. You are
Pandering to me.
truly better than us. He does need to read a lot of nursery rhymes.
1. 2. I think.
Not just the edge.
Wow. These are all pretty good.
Yeah.
I know which one I'm going for, though. Well, one of them is mine, so I eliminated that one.
Yeah, that's a serious.
Alright, well, everyone reveal. Alright, Jonathan, guess mine.
Yeah, it's because 3 was mine.
The
Yeah,
Exorcist.
no, I was gonna say I didn't say anything, but I was like, that, like, what should make you very happy, because that's an amazing
That's
for
The
nursery rhyme.
Exorcist.
Yeah, it is The Exorcist.
2, 3.
Hunger.
Games. Oh, okay. Alright.
And it was hunger.
Hunger.
They're all.
I want it to be what I think it is. Suppose I could say that at any turn.
Alright, everyone in?
Oh, yep. You guys are so. I don't even notice. Well, one of us got it.
Number 3.
All right.
I was thinking Food Baby.
That's what I put in. That's what I was
Baby.
like, that's gonna be.
Alright. Clue for this one?
Okay.
Look right at you when I say it.
I got the message.
You got the message.
With the hand sign? Is that
Yeah,
right?
hand sign's important.
With the hand motion.
I like a lot of these.
Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, it has a spin on it.
What was it again?
Yeah.
All right, I'm in.
Alright. Wow, it was 4!
Thank you for guessing mine, Willie.
3 was pretty damn good. Like 2
I guessed
also.
4 over 3 because you went like this with your hand motion.
That's true.
So he's moving
That
forward
wasn't
as
even
opposed
like
to
a
that.
voluntary thing. That just happened when I said it. Alright, we just need to stall Matt a few more turns while the 3 of us catch up.
All right. My clue is what St. Peter would do if he was Egyptian.
I love it! Perfect, I got the perfect card for it.
You literally have like a picture of St. Peter with the pyramids or something.
There you go.
What St. Peter would do if he were to... Should be like, yeah, duh.
That's what your mom's doing.
1, 2, 3, 4.
You really need to look in on these. I can't tell
This is
what's happening.
much darker than I thought it would be.
That was not dark.
True. But I expected like golden sands and pyramids and like just I thought that's where you'd all go from like just
There's a couple that are giving me the same vibes. But one more strongly than the other.
you all in? Flip.
Ooh.
What was it?
It was 3. Yeah! In Egyptian.
I knew you would do the scales because that's Anubis' thing, and you love him.
I do?
You've always,
Who
I thought
doesn't?
you've always really liked him. My clue is Mountain Man.
Mountain Man!
Mountain Man.
That's different. Yeah.
If
Magic
anybody
Man.
guesses Matt's, he's probably going to win right now.
Right.
It's pretty much guaranteed.
So the question is, do you want to end the game or do you want to be spiteful and try to actually see if you can get it there?
You'd have to be
Right.
stalling for a long time for one of us to win.
1,
Wow.
2,
Yes.
3.
Yes.
Oh.
That was
Weirdly
scary.
similar last two. First one is freaking me out, I'll be honest. Actually, there's some good ones. I'm gonna go. You gotta be true to what I believe.
Everybody in?
Flip.
Nope. Nope.
I didn't see. Don't worry. Okay, flip.
Oh man, which
It's
one
number
was it?
2.
Not
meh.
Yeah.
I'll get a point. That doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. You win!
I get 3. I don't care. That makes me solid second.
No, but going back to the expansions.
Yeah.
I only have one, and from what I can tell, the expansions aren't like you. If you've been watching us, we do expansion videos, and usually we talk about them then. But I don't think we're gonna do them for Dixit
Probably not.
because from what I can tell, really, it's just more pictures.
It's
like
more
and it's not like these are all anime pictures or like 1980s pop. Like,
Although that would be a great idea.
oh well, yeah, that'd be cool, but.
No, yeah. It's really just here's more stuff. You like it? Here's more.
Yeah.
More variety.
And I think that's great too, though, because then it's just like, yeah, I'll take that expansion.
Yeah, yeah.
no.
Well, we were talking about before about whether or not we would want them to even do an expansion where it was actually introduced the new mechanics to the game, and I don't think we.
No,
we don't
I
it's a
think
good idea.
because I think part of the reason it's not a game when you're playing strictly. It's not like how some games you're always worrying about your points.
Right.
I'm really looking at my cards in my hand. It's
There
just,
are like in
it's a
this-
picture book.
Yeah, there are times when you might be like, oh.
Well, yeah, you're thinking a little bit every now and because it is a game.
You have to have the points to some extent because that's what keeps in check the balance of wanting to not be too specific or
Right.
too obscure. You have to lie in the middle if you want to get any points, and
and
otherwise
I think they did.
there's
They walked the
chaos.
line.
No, that is the perfect. It's a really smart way to do things. I think other people have kind of taken that as well and gone with it. Like even Pictomania has like sort of followed like along the same lines. Yeah, that's always the tricky thing is trying to fall in the middle. I don't know. What's your go-to strategy? How do you usually pick a word or a phrase? Is there
Well,
any
it
rhyme or
depends.
reason to it?
I'll probably at least one time through the entire game do one that I know will be exclusive to one person just because I like doing that because it'll drive people, I don't know, like you insane.
Yeah,
But like just for one round. I think it's good.
it can be fun.
I like doing one where you think no one's like either you think it's really funny and no one really has an advantage, so everyone plays a lot of weird stuff.
Sometimes there's one you're just like, nobody's gonna understand this, but I just have to say
because
it.
that's better than I hate it. Or at least I don't like doing it when I know everyone's gonna get it because I feel it's not fun.
Sure.
Because then everyone's like, why do I put
That's
down a
the
card?
least fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it is great though when someone conveniently happens to
Right.
have a better card than yours.
Like, sometimes you're like,
Like you?
everyone's gonna get this, and then like your word is cat, and and then someone else just has the perfect cat.
Like you had like Matt had said fairy tale, and you had
Yeah,
Little
it was
Red
nursery
Riding Hood.
rhyme. Yeah, with a clock, so
Yeah.
it looked like Hickory Dickory Dock
No,
or something.
I was just like, that's
Yeah.
why I went for that.
It
I
was
just-
so perfect.
Wow, no, it was.
That is like really So sometimes like people can save you or hurt you without
Right.
you realizing it.
But-
One thing one trap I do think people fall into a lot that I find in games that I play is just giving clues that are just one word, like a noun or like an adjective.
Well,
And
because
people
it's a
get into
really
that
simple way to
trend.
keep it
It's an easy
abstract.
Yeah,
But that's why, like, if you're watching the video, one of my clues I actually was really proud of because
Yeah.
I try to think out of it. It's very
Right.
hard. Was if Saint Peter was
Yeah.
Egyptian, because
Yeah, I
he
like
meets
that.
you at the pearly gates.
that's actually.
But in Egyptian lore, when you I didn't want to say Egyptian death because then I thought it would be too obvious.
No, I like that because it was. I actually almost never hear people do people do phrases like they might say like two in the hand or whatever, but that's almost like a riddle, or like a scenario setup, like the setup to a joke or something.
Right.
I thought that was really interesting, and it's not that there's anything wrong with the one-word clues.
No, it's
but-
just that you see them too often.
Yeah, there's so much room for variation. It's it's
I mean,
fun
look,
to
the
spice
artwork
it up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing we should mention, I think it's really important. Another
Please.
reason why Dixit is really awesome. You can mix it with another game.
That's true. That game is Mysterium, which the English version is. I think it's coming out later this year. But we have the non-English version. It's Polish.
Which, like Dixit, doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it's another game with all pictures. So you're getting. It's like an expansion and a game in one, really.
Yeah,
What more
and
could you
that
ask for?
game, which we'll do a playback for later to hear our official
also
opinions, but
recommend,
yeah, hint, we like it.
So yeah, I mean, Dixit. It's a great game. Family parties, whatever you have.
And that's official? Did they actually officially say you can mix it with Dixit?
I mean, officially, like the cards are the exact same size. I've seen the
I'm just wondering if the creators
talking about
yeah,
it. Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what I
yeah.
meant. It's not just someone going like, "Hey guys, Dixit works."
No, yeah, it's definitely. It wasn't an accident. They definitely knew. They were.
Okay.
I'm sure at some point they were like, huh, I think I could be making this up, but I think they're actually making a special expansion set.
No, we talked about it.
Yeah, that's like for Dixit. That's meant to work with Mysterium as well. So,
Like, probably
or maybe
much
it's
more
vice
weird.
versa. So that's cool. That's synergy right there.
That's Dixit. It'll have. I mean, Mysterium has the same thing we'll talk about, but same idea where you can really. I remember playing a card like, oh, this one clearly says what I.
right.
And then it just was so off.
And then
track.
nobody knows what you're talking about. That happens a lot.
But Dixit is a great game for all ages. If you have a family with especially younger kids, this is definitely one.
If you're all alone, go
Yeah.
find some friends, and then you can play it too.
Go to a playground and take Dixit and just tell everyone you're here to play with the kids.
Yeah, it's really the perfect. No one. Well, I mean, if you hate party games, but usually
Yeah,
no one's
no.
like, oh, not Dixit. Like, it's everybody's gonna have some fun.
Right. It's a very relaxing game. You're never. I don't think anyone ever gets stressed about.
Right. It's not stressful. It's just fun.
So if you like stressing yourself and others about, then this is not the game for
Right.
you.
Let us know what you like or don't like about Dixit, and if there's an expansion that you particularly enjoy over others for some reason.
Maybe also a card and a clue you gave that were really hilarious or
Yeah.
backfired on you terribly. We'd love to hear your Dixit stories.
Or even if you just want to suggest another game for us to play on our show, leave a comment or email us at rollforcrit@gmail.com.
And if you're not sure and you just want to wait to see what our next show is, there's always subscribing. The button's just right down there. Really simple.
Good advice. You could also like us on Facebook, subscribe on iTunes, and you can tweet at us at rollforcrit or our personal Twitters, which are under the credits on the side of the screen. And finally, there's our website.
Yeah, where you can actually buy Dixit and its expansions.
Oh man, sounds great. How do I get there?
Well, it's rollforcrit.com where we can buy all these different games, as well as actually our videos will be up there as well. And hopefully we'll actually have this video tagged onto the site. So if there's any other games you're curious about and we've done a playback, that will be there, as well as a how to play, which will be up soon after this.
So check
and
them
of
all
course, news as well.
Yeah,
so
news.
maybe if there's more Dixit expansions or Mysterium and whatnot.
It could happen. You don't want to be late to the party. Get on there, rollforcrit.com. Otherwise, that will do it for this episode of Playback. I had a lot of fun.
I did too. But for now, I'm Will Keeler.
I'm Jonathan Estes, and this has been Roll for Crit.